orders according to the needs. For our medication, we usually buy them in bulk. So if we are buying our medication in bulk, we usually get them through our postal office that's under international market. There are a couple of times that we can also get our medication locally in Liberia if maybe we are stocked out or maybe the international orders are taking time to be delivered. Through the PH shuttles, we usually have weekend shuttles every other weekend. So one of the cars is usually prioritized just to carry cargo. We try as much as possible to carry our medication from Monrovia to Harper every other week. Sometimes if we are ordering items internationally, they have to come through air. So we only have an airport, like the major airport in Liberia, which is in Monrovia. So that means we still need to have some other plans to make sure that these items are now taken from Monrovia to Harper, which is our main office. So there are usually challenges for us to take items from Monrovia to Harper. One is to do with the road network.
Especially during the rainy season time, when it's raining, you get somewhere and you meet multiple trucks parking out to front, and there is no network. Especially, I think it happened this last month or month before last, when PIA car was in the month for almost 2 weeks in around Fishtown area. 2 weeks they were there, no way to walk, no way to move. It happened on several occasions, especially during the rainy season, not during the dry season. Because during the dry season, at least the road is better off.
As Redwood, Grand County is where we do the swapping, opposite the hotel, where PIA car do the swapping, and we usually swap from 9 to 10 up to 11 because of the constraint of driving at night coming. We can be tired to do offloading, so we can hire some car loader to do the swapping for us, which they are swapping now this morning, and this swapping will go on up to an hour or 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes we'll leave this place by 11:30, 12, or sometimes 1 because of the swapping. But before then, this morning we have a problem with a shuttle car from Harper. They have tire problem this morning. They have to go through the tire process before offloading.
we've been waiting for them for a couple of months because we've been having some in stock, but then we were running low on stock, so we had all this time for them to be sent to Maryland. So we've been having them in Monrovia for a couple of months because our international team, our Boston team, they usually procure our medications that we need for emergency and then send them by flight. They don't usually send them by sea shipment. That will have to go to San Pedro, take time to be able to free them from the port and then transport them to Maryland. So we usually use international flights to be able to get them in Liberia as soon as possible, and the team in Monrovia can get them. Another thing we do is for our international order, we usually send our international order to the Ivory Coast because transporting them from the Ivory Coast to Maryland is much easier than transporting them from Monrovia to Maryland, because our containers will be able to leave San Pedro in a day and arrive in Maryland maybe the same day or the day after, and then we'll be able to upload and send the container back, and our medications will be there intact. Most especially during the rainy season, the road is very bad and our cars are unable to be transported to come from Monrovia during that time. So usually what we do is we use the local flight that leave from Maryland to Monrovia and that back to Maryland. So we use the local flight to be able to transport our essential medications from Monrovia to here.